Hello, collective. Welcome to Manifestation Monday. Happy Memorial Day, guys. Welcome. All right, we're gonna get into this energy here today. When it comes to your manifestation. All right. And before I even touch on it, I'm gonna see what comes out here. Remember, these are general. Not all will resonate. Only take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm being told to. Okay, small offering. Okay. So what I'm getting so far is definitely there is someone that wants to manifest you. Okay. Um, this is somebody that's been contemplating this for some time, but they've been, living their own life, going through whatever they were going through. I do feel like this person may be going through some sort of turmoil. It could be due to their situation they were in, or they're going through internal changes. Whatever this was could have kicked off some sort of internal change. This person could be purging. They could be going through, dark night of the soul energy, or, something just sparked that some sort of grief or something. I feel this person, I don't know if they live far from home, their parents, but it feels like they're going back home because they need to feel a sense of familiarity. All right, so this may be somebody that travels a lot, or I don't know, they've been away from home a little too long or something like that, and they feel they need to be connected to family at this time. Um, this person has a lot on their mind, not only with what just has occurred in their life, whatever that is, but also in thought of you, okay, in thought of pursuing you. I don't feel you know this person personally, like you've had a conversation one on one and you know how each other feel. I don't think so. This is maybe perhaps a secret admirer or somebody that feels there could be something more here. Okay, there may be dreams connected between the two of you. We often get that, especially with spiritual connections. And the reason it's so deep embedded in this person's mind, there could be differences between you. It could be age, but I think it's more than that. There could be distance, yes, but it could be different races, different. You're brought up differently, but there's some similarities here as well between you and this person. There could be also differences in social status. Okay, I feel like this person is adaptable, and I feel like they have adapted to a specific lifestyle, right? Somebody that's doing well for themselves, making a name for themselves, or has made a name for themselves, or is in the process of still making a name for themselves, whatever it is they do for business. I just feel like however they bumped into you, saw you, or whatever is going on in the dream state, that is like a sign from spirit guiding this person towards an unknown path. It is the fear, the scary part here, but there's still intrigue and mystery surrounding this. And the reason I'm saying all of this is because, I had a dream with a lot of downloads. And, I was sitting here deciphering everything. And that's why I'm bringing it to you guys. Because, I also get downloads in that way through the dream state. And I do know that within the dream, this person had there's definitely differences in social status. Some of you, because spiritual connections have nothing to do with what people do for a living. Some of you, this person may be in the public eye. They may be a celebrity. That's not for everybody. Or they may just be somebody that's, they may be an influencer. I don't know. Somebody that has a high status. Or they live in a wealthy community or something like that. And also because they just went through something, because I was picking up some sort of turmoil, them needing to be around family. This is somebody that's going through some sort of depression or sadness. Something needs to be purged. They need to go through some sort of transitional phase here, to exit out of whatever they just went through, whatever that is for them. It'll be different for all of you, of course. So I'm not going to tap in too much into that. But it's almost like you bring ease, but you also bring anxiety. There is curiosity, and yes, there's fear. There, especially because of the state of mind they're in right now. It's a very emotional time for this person. So they may not see things too clearly, but it's almost like they have a sense of hope somewhere as well. Faith, moving forward, but they need to get over whatever hump they're going through right now. All right. So let's get to the cards and get a little more into this. Like I said, you were meant to meet some sort of soulmate this lifetime that was meant to be your forever person. And I feel like this is it. And again, it has nothing to do with what you or them do for a living. It's what your spirit and their spirit is feeling drawn to, connected to, and aligned to. Okay? For whatever other reasons that we or you cannot see at this time. All right? There may be a purpose to that. There may be a child that needs to be born. There may be other things that help and assist humanity with transitioning into the new earth. Okay? So these are things that this person may not be aware of at all right now. All right? Some of you may, but this person, they're trying to figure out who you are deeply. They have an incline that you were meant to meet, that they were meant to meet you. Okay? You're having your own kind of incline with whatever signs and synchronicities you're getting. And they have their own, but also they're going through a rough spot. And they know they need to overcome whatever they're trying to overcome. Okay? It's just when it's there, it's easier said than done, right? It's a process that needs to take place, purged and accepted, so to speak, and then someone able to be more lighthearted, open to receiving and giving the right type of love. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's get the heart of the matter here. And there's been plenty of celebrities that have gone out with people that are not celebrities. It just depends on the connection. And this is that type of connection. And again, this is not for everybody. And it doesn't have to be a celebrity. But for one of you or two of you, this might resonate for you as far as a celebrity thing. And we're not talking about, you have a crush on a celebrity and you hope they're crushing on you too. No, this is really, truly like a spiritual connection. First and foremost. Alright, here we go. Routine. 43 could be significant. This person could be 43. You could be 43. Okay. This person could be a little teddy bear, cuddle bear. Alright, they may be getting some rest here. It says, unsettled sleep brings about fatigue and reduced alertness. Your dreams hold messages. Let them guide your intuition. So that's a confirmation that there is something going on in the dream space that has this person feeling a little restless. They're trying to figure this out. You're dreaming about each other here, I feel. And there are messages that you're both getting here when it comes to this. Okay? This is adding up, 43 adding up to 7. Which is a divine number. So there is a divine influence here. Okay? A spiritual influence. Alright, so that is the heart of the matter. And somebody's used to a routine And because of all these signs, synchronicities, and whatever, this routine, I feel like it got kind of disrupted um, with whatever they're going through, the transition they're in, and kind of accepting and getting through, and then you coming into this person's dreams, or somehow you were implemented in their life somewhere, and they feel a little thrown off. Okay, it's because they're trying to understand everything here. All right, bottom of the deck, yeah, we have rejection. It says blames themselves for rejection and feels unworthy of acceptance. Rejection offers a lesson in resilience. Feels trapped in a cycle of rejection and unable to break free. So this is somebody that feels like they're always going to get rejected. Whatever they always get excited for ends up backfiring or not working out. Okay, number 65 could be significant here. This is adding up to 11. Okay. So this is somebody that is definitely learning a major, major lesson this lifetime, because they feel trapped in cycles of rejection. So they feel unworthy, right? And they have feelings of, unworthy of acceptance, blames themselves for being rejected. So every time they feel a rejection from like a partner they're with, or from work, or people, friends, they feel like it's them. Like, what am I doing wrong? What is wrong with me? So with that attitude, because this is somebody learning some major lessons right now, understanding why people act this way, and that takes self-reflection. There's nothing wrong with them. It's just they're dimming their light, their own light, to appease everyone else. And that's what gets them in these cycles. And then people trample over them and take advantage of their good-hearted nature. Because I'm getting somebody that has a very good heart here. So they rather blame themselves. And in a way, yes, it's partially their fault for not understanding their own worth, okay? And allowing those situations to happen. Because not everybody thinks as they do, and they need to understand not everybody is their friend. And that's okay. Okay? So, let's begin. Let's see. Let's get some tarot. And see if this person is getting any epiphanies, and what's going on in the dream state that's awakening them here. As to, I mean, they're dreaming of you, but I feel like they're also dreaming about certain situations with friendships that are going on in their life, or people that they thought were friends that are not. And if they were dealing with somebody else, like, in a connection, a relationship, they're getting insight on that as well. So Spirit is definitely guiding this person, helping them to see and to, go through some sort of change, transition. And this person is resilient. And they'll be more courageous after this. But they need to understand their worth, their own power. And of course, they need to learn how to establish certain boundaries here, instead of just blaming themselves. So automatically that tells me, with no and rejection, this person doesn't pursue you out of fear that they're just going to keep repeating a cycle of rejection. Okay? They've just been with the wrong people. Alright, let's see. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. This person may focus all their time on work. And right now I feel like they need some peace. One more shuffle. Yeah, Nine of Cups. They want some sort of wish fulfillment here. Yeah. Six of Pentacles. This is a giver, and they would love to find someone that gives equal giving and receiving within their family, their friendships, and whoever they let in as a partner. Okay. Eight of Cups, and walking away from people that just don't give back in return. they keep leaving empty-handed, feeling, emotionally unfulfilled. It's almost like they feel like they have to give financially in order to get something emotionally, and they're not getting that. So they've been taken for granted, okay, a few times. And we have justice. Yeah, this is somebody that needs to heal the heart. They need balance between the mind and the heart here in order to understand what's going on here. All right, this has been somebody that's been in karmic cycles. They had debt to pay karmically here, and they've been depleted emotionally because of it. But now it's the time where this person is going to balance themselves and understand some shit. And I feel like that also has to do with you stepping into this person's life somehow, some way. Something changed. The way they were living life no longer is going to be the same. Something shifted here. Libra energy here. King of Cups. There you go. Heart space. And that's what it is. Opening that heart space. Healing. Heart needing to weigh as light as a feather. And that needs to do with healing the heart space. This is someone that keeps their feelings to themselves a lot. Also. And when they do open up, they really do open up, and then they get taken for granted. So this person could have allowed themselves to close their heart time after time, every time they got disappointed, or they felt even more afraid to pursue anyone because of the things that have happened along the way, right, along their journey. But very loving, very empathic, and a very intuitive person as well. Obviously, they could intuit that they feel a lot of place, like rejected, maybe even outcasted. So this could be someone that, has a bigger purpose. It could be a starseed light worker energy here. As oftentimes that happens to light workers, because they're nonconformists. They're very empathic. They look at life and love very different than the average person, than somebody in a lower vibration, and that really feels like they have no purpose, and this is someone that has always been optimistic about love, but it kind of diminishes every time they get hurt, and it's always around that time. Of course, they are obviously, you go through a period where you heal from certain relationships and you regain your confidence again, and I feel like this is what they need to go through again, but this is going to be in a very different way. This is where they're not going to repeat those cycles. I feel like that's where you come in. Okay. The Hierophant, Taurus energy. This person may even have invested in a mentor here. Okay, or this is what they're just doing, like they invested with a mentor, giving in order to receive some sort of spiritual knowledge here. Okay. Four of Pentacles. All right. So they're walking towards something, and it's going back to a place that is familiar, right? The treasure was buried. Somebody's out here, out of their house, to go get something that was buried. They're going back to a familiar place that makes them feel more in touch with who they are. And I said in the beginning, this person feels like there's maybe spending some time with some family or something like that. It's what it's giving. And this person, there's something that they hold dear to them that has to do, maybe it's their escape. It has to do with, like, I don't know, their hometown or something like that. Let's see, Justice, Knight of Swords. I'm not feeling like this is their energy. I'm feeling like somebody's bringing them some sort of truth. Somebody is bringing them some truth, or they brought them some truth. that led to this feeling that they're in right now. And feeling, once again, that energy of rejection. This person could have went through bullying and feeling always unwanted by people in like school, or there's something about their childhood that they carry throughout all types of relationships in their adulthood. So I feel like somebody's bringing them some sort of truth about something. That's what I'm getting here. We'll get into that. Ace of Cups. Look at that. Ace of Cups. I feel like they're looking at something here. And it's you. See how they have a dove and they have an Ace of Cups in their hand? They're looking at this over here. It's almost like somebody just randomly ran into the fountain of youth where nobody else knew existed, and they found it. And it's like you, dove, dove, their match. Like true love. They're like looking at love right now, and it has your name all over it. And it's like, what do I do with that? What do I do with that when I'm feeling like this? Okay? So this is someone getting themselves in the right mind space. And again, whatever this truth is that came to them, that's leading to this breakthrough, but also, a moment of pain, is setting them free. So the truth is setting somebody free here. Even though it hurts, it's setting them free. Let's do one more row here. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. I definitely feel there's a spiritual teacher here that somebody is investing in. This is also a relationship. Okay, especially with the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and the Hierophant. They're looking for equal giving and receiving. And we're not talking about somebody that's looking for you to pay half their bills. We're talking about equal giving and receiving as far as showing up to the relationship, communicating, truly loving each other, not there because you're in competition with the other person or they want to see what they can get, what they can take from you. No, just like two empathic people coming together, trusting each other, understanding one another, and being there for each other in many different ways. It's not always financial. Okay? Six of Cups. I told you they went to their hometown. Somebody went back to their hometown. They needed to go to a place that felt familiar. It's like this is where they're going to have a breakthrough also. This is a good place for this person to heal because something happened back here when they were a child that has them feeling like they're always being rejected, like they're never good enough. And I can tell this person is a really good person. So it's like back to square one to figure this out. Yeah, somebody spoke something. They're either rushing to tell this person something. With the Eight of Wands, that's communication. Knight of Swords is communication, and it's some sort of truth. I heard leveling out the field, the playing field. Something is leveling out the playing field here. It's also giving like the chess move here. Okay, so whatever truth they have here, it's like checkmate. It's what they needed to hear. It's gonna sting, but it's what they needed to hear. It's gonna sting, yet empower this person moving forward. King of Swords. King of Cups, King of Swords, the mind and the heart. Somebody could have air and water. In their chart, yes. Somebody's analyzing this Ace of Cups. This person may be a little analytical, but at the same time, they're listening to their heart. They're very intuitive. And this screams love. So whoever you are, you scream true love for this person. But again, it's like, okay, what am I going to do with this? And again, this is spirit in their arm, giving this person messages, okay? A bird's eye view, so to speak, into this connection, okay, through the dream state. Alright, I gotta see something else here. The world. The world, Ace of Pentacles, a whole new relationship beginning here. This is somebody that is, they have a purpose, yes. They're going to be a spiritual leader here. They're meant to be. It's like I'm seeing the Ace of Pentacles in the world as this is a seed planted in the earth to spread their spiritual teachings. Equal giving and receiving. So there is a new, something closed out and there's a new chapter here. Temperance. Yeah, going back home to a place where they can find balance and transmute whatever happened in their childhood. So this is good. Okay? The alchemist, yes. Transmutation. The elixir of life. The fountain of youth. There's something about that. It's a rejuvenation here. Getting back to a place of dealing with whatever happened there. And they needed that. They needed that. This is where they're going to find balance. Oh my God. Whatever this truth is, look at that. I can't make it up. Ace of Swords, Knight of Swords, Eight of Wands. That's communication and some form of truth. Yeah. That they were confused about. Seven of Cups. There was some confusion about something. They got the truth now. Queen of Pentacles. Why am I getting when they got with someone here, it was kind of like a logical decision, and this person only cared about like the money. But when they're looking at you, this is why you're different. There's something different. When they're looking at you, they see true love. And you open their heart space. It's such a different connection. This was more logical. It made sense for, you know, the time being in the perspective, you know, that they were in at that moment. But with this transition happening, this ascension that they're going through, all while eyeing you, like seeing you, it opened up something here. Intuitively, this person definitely feels you are the one. One of these things is not like the other. You're not, this is not a superficial connection with you. This is love. And they're getting some sort of truth about this. Someone they were being very patient with. What's behind that? Yeah, that leads to the Five of Cups. Whatever that truth was heartbreaking. But clarity is here. And happy days are here again. See how both of you are here in this back to innocence, returning to innocence. Yeah, at a distance. The sun coming up, right? The night is darkest just before it's dawn energy, and there's the sun. They're coming towards you once they get through this. Page of Pentacles. Okay, a small gesture, a message, a text. Learning. This is somebody learning, the Hermit. With the Page of Pentacles. Yeah. Sleepless nights, anxiety. Single. Nine of Pentacles, independent. Financially stable. And looking at you. They could be dreaming about you, thinking about you also. You're single. Abundant. Stable. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Handsome. Queen of Wands. Glowing. And we have the Lovers. And there's the angelic assistance again. This is the Lovers. This is about love and destiny. The Wheel of Fortune with the Lovers. The Ace of Cups. They're sad because they thought they had the Ace of Cups here. This was an illusion. The Ace of Cups is here somewhere, and it's you. Connecting to their heart space. King of Cups, Ace of Cups. But it wasn't whoever they thought would be the one. It's you. You're at a distance from this person. This person is learning and gaining in wisdom, right? Knowledge is learned and wisdom is acquired. It's through our journey, right? Knowledge is learned, but this is wisdom. This is acquired wisdom, especially with the Hierophant and the Hermit here, and the Page of Pentacles. All right. Yeah, they're going through the dark night, the moon. This is the cycle they're in, and turning into that Emperor. Okay, so it may look a little dark right now. They're under judgment here. All right, and clearing this energy. Okay, they're going to be successful and have that rite of passage with the Chariot. And going on that path with the Two of Wands here, the crossroads. And investing time there to seeing what grows and what happens. But they're going to be the Emperor when they come into your life. Okay. Now, we have the Queen of Swords here. With the Strength card. You are someone quite strong because you've been through the mill yourself. Nine of Wands. Okay, this is a very guarded energy. But you're very protective over your energy, your heart. So you're not opening your heart up to anybody till you understand their intention. I can see that here clearly. Exactly. So there's something exactly. You're gonna see that this is the Ten of Cups. This is not here to hurt you. Okay? And you're gonna go within to understand that. Okay, so you might have to get to know this person. Obviously, you're not just gonna go on what your heart says because that's gotten you in trouble in the past. You're gonna have to get to know this person, but you're gonna see pretty quickly that this is the Ten of Cups. This is your person. Yeah, the burdens are behind you. There's no reason to fear with the Eight of Swords. There you go. Queen of Cups. Can't make it up. You're very afraid to be betrayed again. It was very heavy for you, but this is not that type of person. Okay. Yeah. Six of Swords. Yeah, you've learned hard lessons with the Ten of Swords. Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords. And look, the Empress. It's like you've met people that only wanted, to sleep with you or try to, get in where they can fit in and then betray you. But you are the Empress. Yeah. We have the Tower and the Four of Cups. With the Eight of Pentacles. Okay? That you may have gone through some really tough situations here. And it's deep in your mind. Okay? Okay. Some of you are experiencing some sort of trouble at work, but don't let this fool you. Okay, you might have missed an opportunity with the Four of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles, and it feels like your world is collapsing financially, maybe, or whatever career you're invested in. Could be online as well, but you will get wish fulfillment here with the Magician. You're manifesting something better. Six of Wands, you're going to be victorious. Okay, so if it feels like something is just not working out, don't worry. It's making room for something better. Yeah, and you're going to be collaborating with someone else here. We have the Knight of Cups. It could be with this person. Okay. All right. Doesn't have to be, though. I want to know more about this King of Cups. When you're looking at this Ace of Cups, yeah, Justice once again. And Two of Swords, meaning they're still taking this in. They're still trying to understand everything here, especially whatever truth this was, created some sadness. So, broke their heart. And yeah, there will be wish fulfillment with the Hierophant. Alright, tell me about this King of Cups, Ace of Cups. The one. Nine of Swords, yeah. This person cannot sleep thinking about this. Then they're thinking about two different things also. Yeah, Ace of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. They are dreaming about you, thinking about you. Queen of Cups, King and Queen of Cups. You're both dreaming about each other. You both see the same thing. King of Swords. They may have tried to be logical here. And look, the Wheel of Fortune with the Queen of Swords in the Tower. There's a situation, I'm telling you, that they were in here. That's over. Okay, I feel like there was conflict with someone here. And I feel like that's this person that they got the truth about. And they had to cut this person out. And I feel like this Queen of Pentacles is in reverse. And they were playing the victim. Okay. Tell me more about King of Cups, Ace of Cups. Yeah, something they do want to explore. Page of Wands. With the Lovers, absolutely. So this person is planning on pursuing this after they overcome whatever happened here that led to the Five of Cups. Tell me more. Yeah. They see you as wish fulfillment. The Star and the Ten of Cups. Absolutely. And like I said, for some of you, this may be a celebrity. I'm not sure. The Lovers. Star-crossed lovers. Definitely. Okay. You see the cards. I shuffled. We had a troll earlier in the comments saying, oh, y'all are just a bunch of liars. Calling the collective liars and calling me a liar. I'm like, you see me shuffle the cards. It's not made up stories. Spirit helps with the storyline. If not, it'd be a jambalaya up in here. Nothing would make sense. So, they got blocked. Alright. Let's see what else. Five of Wands. Ooh, what is that about? This could be drama over this connection. That could be something they're thinking about here. Actually, they're thinking about rejection again. Yeah, because that's what we have here. They feel, what if it's a no? What if somebody else is vying for this person's attention and they reject me? But you already saw King and Queen of Cups. They can't make that assumption. It's just a fear. Okay? And that's what they feel here. Yeah, because they see you as total wish fulfillment. This is a relationship they want. With the Queen of Pentacles upright, of course. Yeah, exactly, with the Sun. Okay, this is somebody that may want to spoil you, is what I feel here. But, you know, they see you as someone stable, happy. They see your light, someone grounded, nurturing. Okay? You may like to go outdoors or something. I mean, this is what they're seeing here. They could be working on something they want to give you here with the Page of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay? Yeah. A small gesture. Yeah. Confirmation. The Death card with the Seven of Swords, that's over. They may have gotten a message from this karmic. Okay? Trying to lie and deceive, like I said, trying to play the victim. Trying to apologize. Okay, yeah. I see that. Okay, while they were at work, somebody's been trying to get a hold of this person. But they're focused. Ooh, they could have met, yeah, they could have met a low vibrational soulmate. Like a karmic soulmate with the Devil and the Two of Cups. With the Ten of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. So somebody was codependent on this person, but they see something. That's why that was the hardest connection. It was the connection that is the catalyst, basically, for this person to get out of these karmic cycles. This is why it's so hard on them. But you're the real deal. You're a high-level soulmate to this person. Whoever they were with is a low-vibrational soulmate. It's just like a soul tie, you know. If you had a bad relationship with someone in a past life and you created a soul tie with them, you married them, or you were in a long-term connection with them, you can meet that person this lifetime and have the same type of connection. Where that person did not learn a thing, but they were meant to surpass this. Okay, so they can align to real love, high vibrational love. Empath, not these empath narcissistic paradigms. And I feel like that's what they're used to. Because they didn't love themselves. They thought they were the problem. And, you know, you become the problem when you don't self-reflect and take accountability as to why you get involved in those situations. But this is somebody finally taking accountability, understanding things, but afraid of being rejected yet again. Okay, they give their all in connections, and I feel like people take advantage of this person. I do feel like this person's love language is gift giving, and, you know, maybe displays of affection, spending quality time together. I'm getting that. All right, tell me about this truth. What is this communication? Whatever it was, boy, they were out of there. Yeah, King of Cups. They were out of there. Whatever that was. Six of Swords. It's like Spirit had to show this person the truth through someone. Yeah, it weighed heavy. Ten of Wands. Their heart weighed very heavy. Yeah. They had some sort of tie to somebody. Five of Swords with the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands in reverse. That had a hold on this person. They were a burden. Yeah, and betrayed them. Ten of Swords. So, exactly, Five of Cups. They could have been dealing with a fire sign or earth sign here. I feel like it could be fire, and they were just like either a gold digger or just somebody that focuses on superficiality. Like I said, when they got together, they were in the King of Swords mode. It wasn't somebody that sparked their heart. It maybe just made sense, if that makes any sense. It wasn't like meeting you. Very different. That's why it didn't work. Okay. So what is this World Ace of Pentacles, Hierophant energy? Okay, we got two. Page of Swords, Queen of Swords. Some of you may be spiritual teachers. Maybe you speak something online, or you just speak about spirituality or post stuff about spirituality on your social media page of Swords, with the world. That's the World Wide Web. So you could have been this, like a mentor to this person. You know, we often see that with starseeds and light workers. Yeah, Knight of Cups. This is definitely someone romantic. King of Cups, Knight of Cups. Empathic, yes. In this reading, that's how I'm seeing the Knight of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you helped them get away from this liar. Yeah. Something about your intuition, the way you express yourself. I feel like something you said helped this person get away. Exactly, again. Ace of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. And they cut this shit out. Yeah, the World. Seven of Pentacles. Heartbroken. Yeah. They were feeling stuck. And now they're heartbroken. Putting up boundaries with somebody that was playing games behind the scenes. Three of Cups, going out, having a good time with others, with the High Priestess and the Knight of Wands. Yeah. And this person knew. Deep down inside, their intuition was telling them the truth. But they had to hear it from someone. And Spirit guided this person to see it. Yeah, they analyzed the shit out of what was happening there. They got the truth. Maybe they even followed this person to see what they were doing, or got somebody to, I don't know, to keep an eye on this person so that they got the truth. Meanwhile, they're over here learning from you, I think. Or you helped them see something. Clarify? Because you have a purpose, clearly, I see here. Yeah, it's something like a post or a video. Is this giving video with Page of Swords and the World? Yeah, they were looking at something. You posted some kind of video. Or they're watching a specific person on YouTube. That could be it too. Or maybe they're talking to a mentor online. Okay, that doesn't live where they do, but they're talking like on like video chat. That could be it as well. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, this person's single. They left whatever karmic that was. That was a burden. So yeah, this person definitely needed some sort of mentorship. Yeah, this was codependency, toxicity, you know, whoever this was just a clinger, you know, just not, it was just not right for them. Okay, let's see what else here. Tell me more about the Hierophant and the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, exactly, remembering who the fuck they are. Wow. Okay. They may see you as someone that remembers, that knows who you are, also with the Queen of Swords being there. But if it's the mentor helping them remember who they are, hey, that's great too. And I just had some serious sharp, stomach pain. Where did that come from? Oh my goodness. What was that? It's the bottom of it. Union this lifetime. This may make them nervous. Union this lifetime. It's like my stomach is in knots all of a sudden. Ooh. Okay, tell me about this going back home here. Six of Cups. Yeah, keep it moving. They were with someone with clashing personalities. I feel like they went back home. They needed some peace. Some familiarity. Okay? Some rest. Alright, this communication. Yeah. That raised some serious red flags. Yeah, with renewed love. See, somebody's calling this person back, trying to renew the love, but they got the truth. They're like, nope, I learned that lesson. Okay. Tell me about the King of Cups. They might have tried to renew something a while back, and then just to realize this person wasn't it because of what they found out. They ignored the red flags, yeah. Hey, we've all been there. Travel. Okay, I feel like this person may want to travel to see you. Also, I do feel like they're traveling back home. Yeah, they're not playing games. Very chivalrous, okay? Holding up the umbrella for you. Looking a little shy there. They're not here to hurt you. Clarify that. This is complete, utter wish fulfillment. They just need a little time. Yeah, they're desiring you. Okay. We have Scorpio here. Loving your mindset. And you deserve better. They could be a Scorpio. You could be a Scorpio. This is a part of their chart or yours. They know they deserve better. Okay. Exactly. New beginnings. And that's the world. And we already see the world right here. So there is a new beginning. So they love your mindset. So that's why I'm getting with the Queen of Swords and the Page of Swords here. Okay. You could maybe have Scorpio in your moon or Scorpio rising or something. You could be an air sign, or you could have air in your chart. It doesn't have to be. But I see you speaking some sort of truth. Okay. Alright, let's get some of these. And where we're going with this travel. Yeah, look. They got something for you. Like a small gesture. And they're getting good advice. Okay. Probably from their families or their brothers or something like that. Like, could be a brother, an uncle, a father. Yeah. And they're warning them about, you know, just be careful with catfish, you know. Because there are a lot out there, especially if you meet somebody online. It just happens. Especially now, especially if there's distance here. It happens. But, you know, catfish usually, like, they'll DM you, or they'll try to do something to lure you in. You just gotta be careful. But I feel like somebody's telling them to be careful only because this person tends to get in trouble when it comes to love. But it's because they need to love themselves more. Yeah, they're feeling a little defeated right now. By a lover, yeah. Or by, you know, people that they've been with. Okay, I feel like they always get the short end of the stick, and they're such a good person. Yeah, there's a karmic trying to convince them that there was a misunderstanding. They're only focused on the bag. This is a new soul contract. Okay, between you and this person. So whatever soul contract they were in was only meant to allow this person to get off the hamster wheel, the karmic wheel. Okay. You're a high vibrational soulmate. They're a high vibrational soulmate. Once they get through this transition and become that emperor, they're stepping to the empress. Tell me more about this person coming towards the collective. For those who resonate. If somebody's angry. Yeah, the karmic connection. Angry. What? Because she got found out. She or he, whoever the karmic is. They got found out. Now they're angry. They got the audacity to be angry for betraying this person. Tell me more. Yeah, whatever happened there backfired. That's why she's angry. Okay? They ain't trying to hear that shit. They try to call this person to renew a connection. They try to apologize. No. They're standing up for themselves. Good for them. Good for them. And I feel like seeing you is helping this person move forward. Yeah, they're mad because they admire you. They admire the shit out of you. Maybe the karmic found out why this person is moving forward. Yeah, you're an unexpected blessing. Yeah, they were provoked by somebody. It's that karmic. So something could have sparked that ended this. We have proposals. Wow. Yeah, you will marry this one. New love soul contract with proposal. This is what this person thinks of deep down inside. They see you as the one. With the moon being here. That's how they feel. Okay, this is the commitment type. This is someone looking for their happy ending, you know, or, you know, the start of a good life with someone with the star and the Ten of Cups. Okay, that's their intention here. Long-term intentions. Yeah, the little gift box. Again, soul contract. This is a gift from the divine to this connection. This person just knows. Hey, sometimes a man knows. A man just knows. Sometimes they could just see you, and, you know, with all these signs, synchronicities, and dreams, they just know. Their intuition just screaming that, yes, you are the one. Yes, this is real. Yeah, watching you on social media. Okay. They are very attracted to you. Very much so. What else? So the karmic tried, but it backfired. Yeah, they want to take you out on a date. And yes, this is a single man. It's not like they lack attention, okay? You could see that here. But they don't want anybody else. They want to take you out. Okay? We don't need nobody else. Just me and you. Just me and you. Just the two of us. Yeah, this person has to travel to see you. That's travel twice with date night. So I'm saying this person doesn't live right next to you. That's why they're watching you through social media. Yeah, they're growing and healing. This is beautiful. Healing that heart space. So beautiful what's coming together here. You're going to bring this person just joy into their life again, and vice versa. I feel like they went through some miserable times with that karmic. And it just made them question their self-worth. So hard. You know, and they still have, you know, yeah, single man. Came out again. And they admire the shit out of you. Okay? They're enamored. They are scared. They do wonder, is this a lie? Is this deceptive? Am I going to get involved with the same type of person? And it's just because simply they're not in front of you, they don't know you personally, they admire you. Okay, they have a lot of questions in their head. And after going through 111 on the clock, after going through whatever they went through with that karmic, you know, can't blame the guy or the girl who, you know, whoever is traveling towards you here. We do have single man, so, but you know, apply it to your situation, male or female. Okay. Let's get some characteristics for this person. Identity. Tell me more about this single man that is healing, growing, understanding things about themselves and, you know, the people they have gotten involved with, and understanding who you are to this person. Yeah, they are a dreamer. Definitely. The dreamer. This is a romantic. Let's try that again, because they were with a cheater, by the way. I saw that. That's the karmic. Yeah. The follower. Falls for scams and traps. All love and light. Will do anything for love. Afraid of truth. Lives in fantasy. Yeah, this is definitely a dreamer, a romantic, you know, King of Cups, Knight of Cups. And, you know, they were following. You know, they weren't in their strength. They will be after this, though. Yeah, they were following a cheater. They were with a cheater. Always pursuing men prone to acts of, or women, whoever the karmic was, prone to acts of infidelity, already in a relationship, has a big ego, needs to feel wanted, walking red flag. Yeah, I don't feel it's them. I feel it's like the person they were with. Yeah, they were with somebody that's lazy. I definitely don't feel like this person is lazy. They were with a model. A wannabe. A wannabe model? Okay. Whatever that is. Okay. I guess that would be the Queen of Pentacles, yeah. Superficial. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. A wannabe model they were with. Alright. What else here? The independent one. Okay. So, strong-minded woman or man, values own company, refuses to settle, hard to win over, can be stubborn. But I feel like that's how they see you. Or they're becoming more independent after this growth, okay? Is what I'm seeing here. Going from, you know, follower to leader. It's like they're meant to be an emperor, so they're definitely meant to lead. This person just needed to understand their worth. Brags about success, big egos, copies other people. Cocky and brash, isn't as successful as they say. Fake flexing. Okay. So I don't know, they were focused more on their career, so maybe they wanted to appear a certain way to others so that they feel validated or accepted, is also what I'm seeing there. But again, they are going through growth, through healing. Yeah, they see you as a counselor. We have the mysterious one with the counselor. And the reason I say it's you is because we see it here with the Hierophant and the Queen of Swords online. Okay, I feel like you're helping this person remember who the fuck they are. Okay, I heard wise counselor. Yeah, definitely they were in a fake relationship, a fake couple. With somebody that likes to ghost. This may be somebody that likes to dive, with the diver. Explores depths of ocean, calm under pressure. They may like marine biology or, you know, knowing about the ocean. This may also be somebody that likes to dive deep into conversation with that Scorpio energy coming out. We have the artist. Okay, creatively gifted soul, owns art studio, sells artwork, original thinker, can be deep and introspective, yeah. Great imagination, can be unusual and quirky. What I'm getting is this person could be very creative, very deep. Definitely not for these superficial types of connections. This is someone that needs a soul-to-soul bond. Okay. Anything else? Anything else? Let's get a few of these. And again, these messages could be directed to you or the karmic here, so... But we're going to try to see what this King of Cups is feeling like right now. Current energy. Spoiling you. Yeah. Gift giver. I want to give you the good life. I want to spoil you with gifts and trips. Everything you could ever need or want. You deserve nothing less. So there you go. I can't make it up. So they're not the ones struggling financially. And they need time to heal. Yeah. Right now I'm in a space where I need to focus on my healing and self-love. This isn't about you, it's about me. So yeah. They're in a time of healing. But they want to spoil the shit out of you. So they know it. They know you're the one. That's why the karmic's so mad. They were taking advantage of them. Because they gave them everything. Still listening? I listen to the music you've shared with me. It helps me to connect with you, although we are apart. Okay, there's something about connecting through music here with you. There may be music you share on your social media when you post something also. There's something about it. Yeah, they don't like any attention that you might get from others. Because they feel like it, you know, they like your mindset. You're so smart. Attention of others. Jealousy. I'm very jealous. I can barely stand it. I'm addicted to the attention of others. I love feeling wanted and needed. I don't feel whole without it, but I'm just getting attention from others. You're so smart. Your intellect really turns me on. You're so smart, and I really enjoy our conversations. I feel like they just enjoy watching whatever it is you have to say here. Because maybe for some of you, you've conversated online. But for others of you, it's what you post. And they're very nervous, yes. You make me nervous. Even just thinking about you, I get nervous. I'm not sure what to say or how to act around you. Okay. Let's get one more here. Yeah, nervous. Okay, and then we have wild side. There's a side to you I haven't seen and want to know. And want to. I want to see you let loose and get wild. Let's have some fun. Yeah, so when they're ready, they're going to be ready to have some fun with you and get to know your wild side. Because you're very intellectual, they love that. But they know you must have a wild side. And they want to experience the merging of the two there. Okay? This is beautiful, I gotta say. Very, very beautiful. Alright. I'm going to leave it there, guys. So you are manifesting the one here. Definitely. And they see you as such. Okay? This is a new soul contract. You may know of this person because they're watching you online. Okay? It's just not they're far from you. So it's not somebody you know personally. Unless you met before. Briefly. Well, this person was like on maybe not on vacation, maybe they were going somewhere for work and that's how you met. I don't know. But for some of you, it's just they ran across you online. Alright? So some of you have had some form of communication, others of you have not. And the reason I feel you haven't is because they were in a karmic situation. Okay, understanding their why they get involved in those situations and feeling rejected all the time. So this is someone that had to understand their worth, and that's the process they're in. So take it how it resonates. It'll be different for some of you. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you for watching Manifestation Monday, and I'll see you next week. Peace, and once again, happy Memorial Day. And thank you for your services for those of you who have been in the military. All right. Peace.